Swipe, 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 swipe.
Alright, what's up? My fire signs, okay? Whoever I'm talking to, this doesn't have to apply, but a lot of y'all, real quick, we're doing fire signs, sun and rising. But anyway, a lot of y'all, girl, like you're probably like a fire sun and a water rising, or a water sun and a fire rising, okay? You don't have to be, but there is a lot of water up in this spread. There's so much water, it's not even funny. So let me just tell y'all, just to explain what we're doing, you know, bringing back the Zodiac tea, honey. I am only gonna be tapping into, as far as my intention, Western astrology, Western trop, okay? Sun signs being Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's crazy. I keep wanting to talk faster, but something is slowing me the fuck down. But Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then rising Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? We're not focused on moon right now, but I mean, if it applies to you, it applies to you. It's your world. I'm just living in it. What's happening, fire signs? Because I'm a little bit torn between how I want to start off this reading, because there's hella potential with y'all. There's hella potential, okay? Especially if y'all do have a water rising, or you have a water element in the sun or the rising, or even an air in the sun or the rising. And like, how do I want to say this? Would it be in conjunction? Y'all question yourselves a lot. Girl, it's hella shit coming on. Like, come on. Let me ground myself. But anyway, there's something going on here where it's like, let me ground myself, because I just lost my whole train of thought. What's going on? Oh yeah, there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of good ass energy here. There's a lot of I'm about to get back in the game type energy. But I'm also doing it in a way where I'm not about to get like impulsive, because I've learned from my mistakes in the past. That ain't got me nothing but some bumps on my forehead, okay? Rushing things. Moving in a way where I'm not really calculated, you know, I'm just jumping off on a whim. That hasn't really been in my favor. Trusting people too easily hasn't been in my favor. Adding too much onto my plate while neglecting my emotional needs and my spiritual needs, things like that, has not been working, okay? It hasn't been working. But this is the thing. It's crazy, y'all, because there's hella good energy here. But there's this dark ass cloud that I feel like is wanting to be recognized. They're like, I need you to see me. And I seen this when I was doing the visualization, and that's when indecision came out. While I was just in this place of trying to think, I'm like, where are my fire signs? Where are they? I saw this real sexy, it was a female, real sexy feminine energy. You know, it's giving like, I feel good, I feel sexy. We got the black, the red. It was almost giving me like, have y'all ever seen Meg Thee Stallion? I don't know what video this was, but she did that feature with Future. Was it Pressure? But I don't know if that was the actual video. It was just this video of her kind of moving her body a little bit. It was like one of those. But it was just real sexy, real sensual. But then it's not that it's switched, but I see this woman on this platform. She's, you know, in the distance, you know, doing her thing. But then if I look a little closer, behind her, in the further distance, okay, which is giving me that subconscious, which is giving me that 12th house Pisces energy all the way back there, okay, I'm seeing this shadow. And it's really not a shadow, it's a person in the shadows. They're kind of in the fetal position. They're not really looking. They're kind of, their face towards the wall, and they're kind of sad, you know what I mean? So I just feel like with this pile, you know what that could represent to me? Some of you guys might even, it just might be like simply y'all struggle with depression, or y'all struggle with something where your emotions have this tendency to be off balance, okay, even if there's not a trigger. And I feel you, you know what I'm saying? P also deals with anxiety and sometimes waves of depression. And for a lot of you guys, not that I want to invalidate how you feel, please at this time, if that is something that is regular for you, Let this be a reminder for you to not beat up yourself during this time, okay? It comes in waves. Those were this message is for them. Let me just say this real quick. It comes in waves. There have been times where I didn't really have the tools to deal with where my emotions were going, so I would like beat up on myself really hard, okay? It's almost like when I'm about to have like an anxiety attack. Sometimes it could just happen, or like my anxiety could just rise and I'll just be like, oh my gosh, like, you know, you start to spiral. Like anything that has ever triggered my anxiety or my sad feelings or like my feelings of fear, because that's what I feel when it starts to rise up and I can feel it through my back and through my chest. It's like all of that starts to come in at once, and then now I'm like, you know, my breathing is getting heavy, I'm like shaky. But sometimes where my thoughts will go is like, damn, like, am I really doing the work? Okay, ruminating about shit that I felt like I already let go. So what I've had to do, and this is me going through therapy and things like that, I had to figure out what was my way for myself to bring myself down from that, okay? Some people might need medication, some people might need medication in a routine. And for, you know, sometimes I just gotta let it ride. I just gotta let it ride. I gotta take a step back, do my little box breathing, okay? Remind myself where I'm at, be in the present. You know, I have to get real logical with myself. What you anxious for? Okay, you just had a great day. You just did a great workout. What's going on? You know what I mean? And sometimes it's just that phase where you just have to let it ride, okay? So there's something here, whether that applies to you or whether there's just something happening in life that is creating similar feelings. And it's crazy, y'all, because I just had coffee and I feel very like, I mean, I wasn't grounded at first, but even as I'm talking now, I'm able to kind of slow down the thoughts, even though there's a lot of energy. But like I said, if it's not mental health, I just feel like there is just this vibe, and depending on where you are in this is going to determine which part of this specifically resonates for you right now. Because I feel like most of this will resonate, but it's just like, when did this happen? Because with this Five of Cups, right, I was like, where are they at presently? We got the Five of Cups and we got the Death card. That's heavy, okay? Well, let me start with this first. Indecision. I use my intuition on all aspects of life, okay? That's a struggle. When it comes to advice, we had empathy. Girl, you know I do not want to pick these up with these nails. That's the Hangman. Okay, so in the process of making sacrifices, reflecting. Yeah, so your advice, we have abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Let me just tell y'all, okay? Just like the rest of us, honey, you've been through some shit, okay? For some of y'all, there's like a lot of feelings, whether it's happening right at this second or whether it's past shit coming back up to kind of like fuck up the vibe. It just feels a little bit heavy. There's loss here, okay? There's like, I have to change. There's a lot of changes. Some of you guys may have changed jobs. You're in the process of moving on into a new chapter. I see that here with this Ace of Pentacles. Y'all are definitely on the way to some really good ass energy. It's just the process of getting there. Okay, so there's a lot of get back, okay? Emotions. There's like a lot of bondage when it comes to these emotions. And I feel like I'm getting emotional now. Girl, this is why. When tapping the energy, I be like, damn, honey, man, please don't ruin my day. Because I was feeling good. With that Five of Cups, some of y'all could be drinking a lot. Or even indulging in certain things. I do feel like for some of y'all, I'm going to just be throwing shit out. If there is anything that you are overindulging in that may be leading to this low morale or even just this low energy, low mood, that might be something to kind of look into. And this is a lot of realness with self. This is almost like when I realized, I'm like, okay, smoking, it feels good at the time, but you know, it's not good for my health, or I don't like the way it makes my hair smell, you know, whatever the fuck it is. I realize that this type of addiction or this type of activity, because the devil doesn't have to be a bad card. The devil is your desires, okay? It's something that I even feel like you could even be passionate about. But at some point in time, what started off good as the opposite of this in a way was, what the hell? Is that my, hold on really quick, girl. What started off as good, that might be, is that the doorbell? Hold on, y'all. If it goes again, that's the doorbell. What started off as good, I think of like the Lover's card, has turned into something that is no longer serving where you are right now. And that's just something to recognize and be like, hey, this is what it is. Overindulging in this person, this relationship, this way of thinking, this regimen, these substances, it could even be coffee, it could be certain foods, it's just not doing much for me. This could be gluttony to an extent. When it comes to the bigger picture, this Ace of Pentacles energy, what you want in the long run, there has been a realization around this is just not it, okay? But there's this vicious cycle also attached to this. This is not something easy to break free from. Some of you guys have been going through therapy. This could also talk about rehab. It is taking some real big strength on your end in order for you to detach from whatever this Five of Cups energy is, this Death card, this Devil card, this Page of Cups sideways, okay? The Death card is, though, what I like about this is heavy Scorpio. Some of y'all could be a fire sign with some Scorpio, honey. That's hella Mars coming through here, okay? There's like this deep inner knowing at this time, and we'll get into the future things, but I have to talk about this. There's like this deep inner knowing and this deep inner like, this has to change. This is not right. Something is off. And now you guys are going to be in a position where you guys can balance it out. Now, for me, I feel like when I start to make changes, sometimes I can go balls to the wall and do the most. And I feel like some of you guys will go through that. It's almost like when you just hurry up and cut out sweets, or you just cut it out. I'm going to go cold turkey. What you're going to go through at this time is these back and forths depending on who I'm talking to. You know, you might figure out that cutting cold turkey doesn't really work for you, okay? You end up falling back in an even worse position. This could be, like I said, with substances or even just a relationship. You know, sometimes when we just hurry up and block somebody, you know, now we're unblocking them. Now we got them blocked on Facebook, but they unblocked on Instagram. It's like, girl, what are we doing? I feel like there is going to be these moments at this present time where you just go back into this. We go from the Lovers to this Devil card. Whatever's the Lover's energy for you, it changes into this Devil's card. And then you start to get down. That's the thing. If certain things do not work out how you plan them to work out, y'all get really down on yourselves, and pay attention to that. When you overindulge or when you participate with this person or this way, whatever this Devil card is for you, how do you feel afterwards? If you're like, damn, like I don't really feel good. I don't really feel in my power. I don't really feel like I'm connected. I feel spaced out. Like I don't feel right. Honey, it's time to pay attention to that. That's the shit that you got to change. And really what I'm getting for y'all is be happy about that shit. A lot of people go in rotation and they don't even have that revelation or just that aha moment around, wow, this is the issue. You know, and it's not going to look perfect how you come out of this, okay? Regardless of whether this is about an addiction or not. But just a simple fact that you have made and took those steps to be like, oh, aha, I see what it is, even though I'm still in the thick of it, that's big. Now with that Page of Cups, whatever this is, y'all, let me branch out too, because I know I'm talking about substances. This could be anything. That Devil card is something that you thought was a good idea, and it's not a good idea no more. It's like, this shit is taking a fucking lot out of me. I'm not doing this shit no more. It could be a job. It's like, what's about to open up for this pile, okay, not this pile, this group, for my fire signs, sun and rising, is you're going to have a clear understanding on what emotionally you need in order to thrive, okay? Because I see the Queen of Cups up here, you know, clarifying the Five of Cups and the Death card. I see it up here, but it's in reverse. Okay, we now have her upright down here. There is about to be some things that happen to you, I'm not gonna lie, that might really feel like, damn, that was a bump in the road, but it's helping you to kind of like recalibrate, and like, it's almost like it's, I just keep seeing this swap. I've been seeing this a lot lately with DNA, like the puzzle pieces. It's like, it's regenerating this certain energy and getting you back into a place where you're like, okay, now I remember what really used to feed my emotions. Because how many fucking times I've been there before. Let me tell y'all. Okay, we about to get deep. Let me tell y'all, girl. Okay, some of y'all are definitely a Pisces, but let me tell you. I just thought of like Blueface and Chrisean. And at first, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, who the fuck is this? What's going on? You know, even like with Cardi B, when I first saw Cardi B, when she had her tongue out and like had all the braids going back, and she was like, you gonna be beefing with me forever. I didn't know who she was. I'm like, who is this girl? But honey, love Cardi B now because she's real, in my opinion. Like, she has this way about herself that's real. Even if it seems fucked up, I'm not saying I agree with everything, but it's real, okay? She been through some shit. She transformed a lot of stuff in her life, regardless of how you look at it. Chrisean, I have a soft spot for Chrisean, and I also have a soft spot for Blueface. Some people gonna be like, okay, P, that's where you lost me. And that's cool, we can agree to disagree. But there's a lot of things with her pain that I feel like I could resonate with, or just like where I was at a point in time. Maybe not to that extent. I don't think it should, you know, some of her actions I don't agree with. But there's just a certain level of pain that I'm like, okay, I feel that. Like, I get that. So I just feel like with this energy, let me bring it back. I just spaced out. There are going to be, I don't want to say trials and tribulations, because I don't want to do it like that, okay? I don't want to do it like that. But this is the thing. Sometimes we've been in toxic connections. Like, I've been in toxic connections to the point where that became, in a sense, part of my DNA. That's what I knew. That's what felt good to me, even if it felt bad. That's what gave me my rush. That's how I viewed love. I didn't know nothing else. If I got anything that was stable, if I got anything that was like real, as far as love, it just didn't feel right. It was very, you know, questionable. And that's still something I have to deal with now. In a healthy relationship, thank you, God. Okay, I pray about helping me, you know, to come back to this healthy place. But yeah, for a while, I'm like, fuck, this feels different. It's a different feeling. Come on, y'all know. It's a different feeling. Like when you in that fiery, toxic ass energy, sometimes it feels hella good. It's a rush, especially when you get used to it. It's not okay, but you get so used to it that it becomes a part of your normal. Something has occurred or will occur presently that is going to disrupt that. It's like, this is not the normal. I don't know what the fuck you thought this was, fire signs. It's not the normal. And that, whatever it is for y'all that's gonna take y'all back to that point, it ain't gonna feel good for everybody, okay? That shit's gonna feel like getting bumped on your head. Things might even feel a little bit boring, okay? With this temperance card, okay? Things might feel a little bit foreign, okay? But whatever's happening now is about to put you back into a position where, one, you come back into your power, you're being real with yourself. Not to say that you're not. Well, no, I'm gonna stand on what I just said, okay? Being real with yourself, understanding your emotions to where you're like, oh, okay, this is not, this is what I want, not that. Because that Queen of Cups easily could be upright. That Queen of Cups upright could be reversed. It's just, how are you looking at it? Are you looking at it as a 6 or a 9? What is it to you? So there's just a lot of like emotionally, like, this is what fulfills me. Sometimes we don't know until we go through certain situations. And that's what's going to happen. Some of y'all might be light and fluffy. Some of y'all, you know, it might be like a good slap and turn another cheek. You never know, okay? It just depends on how God feels like God got to get through to you. Your spiritual team, how do they have to get through to you? Now, as you're moving through these emotions, because let me tell y'all, regardless of who you are, I see really big changes. Well, let me start on this real quick, because this wants to speak on me. I see really big changes, but this is clarifying past energy. So I had to ask, well, not even past energy, but death, the death card. So I was like, well, what is leading to this major shift? Because we could talk about deep transformation, but I feel that this is deep, okay? This is not just surface level, I'm changing my looks, I'm changing my body. This is deep on an emotional level, on a spiritual level. This is even rewiring, like I said, back to going to the subconscious and just how you view things back there. It's different. It's like changing the whole reality of how you see things, which is big. We have the 5 of Swords, okay? That could be loss, that could be gossip, having to cut people off. You might have been an underdog, okay? People might have shit on you. You might have shit on other people, okay? Wheel of Fortune. Too much imbalance with the people that you've had in your life and with certain situations. It's up, it's down, and you're like, where's the consistency, okay? 3 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the 9 of Wands. What led to this death card is exactly what I've been talking about. It's like, once you get a taste of what things could be, and once you start to be like, oh, okay. Like, you drink from that 3 of Cups, you're like, wait a second. I ain't know. Oh, okay. I didn't know I could have this. Okay, boom. Let me go back. Damn, I didn't have that back in that connection, or I didn't have that at that job. And I thought that was everything. You know, I thought I was getting, you know, top tier treatment, okay? But really now I know that was bottom of the barrel. The bar was low. It was in hell, okay? Now I know what real satisfaction is for myself, and now I'm about to go after that. It's not easy, okay? I might have to cut some people off. I might have to make some changes. I might have to have a little battle with myself, okay? Because change is not easy, but I'm doing that shit. Because whatever you guys are walking into, we have the Magician twice. I don't think y'all understand. There was probably a period where, you know, And we all go through this. I don't want to say you forgot who you were, but there were just certain things infiltrating into you as a person, whether it be on the physical or even on the spiritual, that I feel like we're only supposed to go through. I just thought of like a membrane. It was only supposed to go through and then flow out. Instead, it got like stored in the cells. It didn't pass. It's not like a river where it just flows and it goes. No, it was like a buildup. It got stored. Now it's starting to be a part of you. I just thought of like a lipoma. It's like this storage, but we could easily take that shit the fuck out, okay? Now, granted, lipoma can always come back. I'm making that that example because I just had one and I had to get it removed off my shoulder, but it can come back. However, even with emotions, these things, these behaviors can definitely come back. But at this point, it's up to y'all to be like, I'm not going back to that, you know? Or to understand when you're taking a backslide or when, you know, you're just dealing with life. What I mean by that, switching over, like I said, when I would go through my lows and just these certain feelings, I'm like, damn, am I backsliding? But really, you know, with my conditions and what I have or just what I went through, I now know because of the tools that I have, just even talk about therapy, things like that, putting them in place, not just having the tools, putting them in place, y'all, okay? Because some of y'all already got some knowledge and it's just like putting it in place. But once I just went through that and made that realization, I was like, okay, this is just like, this is a phase, this is a flow. Let me start to think about what I can do to reground myself instead of beating myself up about how I'm not in the right position or how I'm backsliding or how I need to do the most to go upwards. No, you're already on the way up. It's just dealing with what you have at this moment, okay? So moving forward, honey, y'all have transformed a lot of shit, okay? I feel like y'all are moving into this place. This is where we get into that divide about where you are. With this Three of Cups, this magician energy, this is big energy. Some of you guys are studying something different. You've been really working on yourself, your business. You've been doing some how do I want to say it? Some revisions around people, places, things, okay? Some of y'all might have even got a revision with some type of surgery that just came through. You've been doing a lot. You've been really standing on what it is that you want, okay? And the only reason I'm talking about it like this because I know that's going to be a little contradictory to the past messages I just gave. But like I said, there's different phases to this, but they're all leading to the same thing. Nine of Wands, okay? Honey, wounded warrior type of energy. Like some of y'all can go to that 10th one, you know, it might take some, you know, there's like a paranoid energy here, you know, you've been through a lot, but don't let that be what stops you from moving forward into this bliss that wants to open up to you, okay? I'm not saying forget everything that you went through. It's not that. Don't forget, okay? But it's almost like a way of thinking about it and being like, you know what, damn it, I'm not going to be resentful about this at this time. I'm not going to be bitter about this. I mean, if you have to for a little bit, you know, go through your emotions. But this is just giving, you know, I'm going to celebrate what has happened, you know, because without these certain experiences, would I even be at this Eight of Pentacles? Would I even have came to this Nine of Wands place? Would I even be in this Magician place? Sometimes you got to hit rock bottom to really like wake the fuck up, okay? Honey, my power and just that come up for me has always been right after some traumatic ass shit, okay? And like I said, not everybody has the same resiliency as me, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. But looking back at situations in the way that I do, I'm glad that I could do that. But I do understand, like, me saying this might trigger some people to be like, I'm not just gonna let it go. And I get it, you know, it's totally up to you. But I'm just saying, because I don't want to be like, you know, this unhealthy, like, what was I say, opportunistic, but this optimistic type of energy. But I'm just saying, like, life, these flows that you guys are going through, I'm telling you, when you get to whatever this Ace of Pentacles is, you're gonna be like, damn, like, I'm actually kind of glad, maybe not glad, but I can see and feel gratitude for what happened. Because some shit, man, let me tell you, even just the story, I tell you this all the time, just these analogies that I can make for y'all, like, honey, like, if I didn't go through certain experiences, I wouldn't even be able to connect these fucking dots, okay? Like, sometimes you don't realize just how blessed you are for the shit that you have went through, whether good or bad, until later on you'd be like, oh, okay, I needed that. You know, let's say you went through some bullshit at work. Now later on we come into these big positions as the King of Swords and this King of Cups, and you're like, damn, like, I didn't appreciate it then, but now I do, because those situations taught me things that nobody else was gonna be able to teach me, okay? Or nothing else was gonna be able to teach me but that. I'm telling you, I always go back to this quote. What does it say? An experienced sailor or a sailor doesn't gain experience through smooth sailing, something like that. It's basically saying, bitch, you gonna need some turbulence, some shit happening, okay? Some tsunamis, some all types of shit in order for you to gain experience, because how else you gonna know how that shit work? How else you gonna know how to kind of pump and fake? Come on now, y'all. Anyway, honey, I see a lot of back and forth with emotions, but all I want to tell you with that Temperance card, moderation, whether it's an actual substance, your emotions, whatever this is, moderation. Use this time to really dive into that. It's going to be hard for some of y'all, okay? It's going to be hard with that Moon card, because I do sense some fear with really diving into those emotions, facing certain shit that's trying to come up. I was just telling my friend this, that shit is hard. You know, I say it to y'all, but I also know that it's hard. There have been times where I had to sit in my tub and I'm just talking to myself. It's just me in here, okay? This was even before my boyfriend. It was just me and this bitch, okay? Me in the walls, okay? And I'm sitting there and I told myself that I was gonna face certain stuff that was like in the back of my mind that was trying to come up, but I just couldn't. Some stuff, and somebody's gonna understand, like, have you ever just wanted to talk about something or face something, but you just couldn't? It was just too painful. But I told myself I had to create a safe place for myself, and I'm just talking in the bathtub and I'm talking about what I want to talk about. It was hard, y'all. Like, I was crying, I was stopping, I was getting all shaky and shit, because even with myself, I'm like, this shit is hard. So I get it, okay? But that was my Moon moment for me, and once I did it, I felt so good, okay? I'm not saying it's gonna be this miraculous change, but it was just a very empowering moment for me. It was a very fulfilling moment. It helped dump this shit that was just on me. It was like I created my own tower moment. It was like, okay, we got to do this. Let's face this. Because sometimes we can have irrational fears and irrational thought connections to certain things because of how we build it up or how we distort it. But when you face that shit, you can look at it and be like, oh, okay, like that does not belong here. Tower card, okay? Get that shit the fuck out of here. Let's rebuild. Let's start fresh. That's what that did for me. That moment, I have multiple situations where I did that, okay? Even certain fears that I've had that kind of triggered my anxiety that I talked to with my therapist. Oh my gosh, it's a whole thing. We might have to talk about that. But when it comes to the DEMONS word, okay? Those that know, like, I don't know if you grew up Christian or just whatever. Sometimes I do feel like certain religious beliefs, they could really home in on that and that topic and cause a lot of fear, especially for some of us who have roots down south, okay? Alabama, this and that. The superstitions, it can really, like, you know, it can do a lot to the mind, especially for someone like a child like me who holds on to stuff, you know, because not everybody deals with anxiety. My therapist told me that. She was like, you're just one of those in the family that some stuff that people say, it sticks with you in a way that it doesn't really stick with other people. You know, I thought this shit was normal. I guess it's not. But y'all might, or no, what was I about to say? Yeah, so certain fears that I had to talk to someone. I had to go to therapy and tell them, you know, my therapist didn't know I had these specific fears, and I might talk about that in a different video. But once I faced it, it was hard as fuck, y'all, but I don't know what happened. I felt so uplifted, and it really helped me with my practices and just, it was crazy. Like, it was this very transformational type of moment. I'm trying not to go into it because this will be fucking long, but it was so crazy how empowered I just felt. And it just created this like domino effect with this Fool card, this Ace of Cups. I was able to look at shit differently. I was able to look at the shadow aspect of things, or what people see as evil and what people see as the light and, you know, godly. I was able to look at that in a way that was very balanced, okay? Take away the irrational fears, put different words on things, and it just was a comfortable, just this equilibrium. It almost reminds me of when someone is able to balance out their spiritual beliefs outside of what everybody else is telling them what to do, especially someone as me that grew up Christian, still has specific beliefs, believes heavily in God, and then I'm also doing extra things. And basically I just took myself out the motherfucking matrix. That's what I did, okay? And I see that for y'all. This tower moment, things are happening, things are crumbling, but honey, this doesn't have to be bad, okay? I do feel like y'all are about to have a brand new start, and that's why this shit happens. Like, that's why this emotional shit is happening, because y'all have done so much work. This might be that last little bit. They're like, we gotta take care of this, sweets. We gotta take care of this, okay? Bag lady, you can't be carrying this where we're taking you. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. I know y'all see all these damn aces. With the Fool card, come on now. Temperance twice and the Page of Wands. You guys are meant to go out, experience life from a perspective where don't think necessarily fear has to be a bad thing, but y'all not supposed to be paranoid. Like, God's like, I don't want you to have to move forward and be paranoid all the time. I want you to be able to experience life from a balanced perspective with the Six of Pentacles, to where it's an equal give and take, and know when to pull back your energy and not just isolate, you know, whenever, or pull away from certain relationships and connections that could be, you know, potentially good for you and things like that. I want you to experience life. All right, so it's my camera stopping for me. Well, it really didn't stop, it died. But I got both my clips. So I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm gonna just move. But you know, you feel me, okay? Let me see where I wanna start. This is crazy how this is coming out, because at first I'm like, damn, like, not that it was a lot, but I didn't know how I was gonna kind of explain this, but I like how it's flowing. It's flowing like a story. Whoever I'm talking to, don't be, oh shit, why didn't y'all tell me I was crooked, girl? Got y'all leaning to the left. Okay. I was about to make a joke. You know what song is coming to me? Billy Boyo. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but I listen to him all the time. I feel so connected to him. One spliff a day. Some of y'all just need to relax. Smoky smoke. You know, if it resonates. But there's just this relax, clear your mind type shit. But also, don't be embarrassed about y'all story. Let me tell y'all, those that have been through hella shit, you know, if you feel like you haven't been through a lot and that part don't, you know, resonate, that's fine. Stay, but move aside so I can talk to the people where they've been through hella. Like, this is deep. Like, this could be family stuff. You might have had to been the caretaker for all your siblings. Because I'm thinking about Krishan, and then I'm thinking about Blueface, because I seen his mom talk on Tasha K. I'm just thinking about all types of shit. I'm thinking about my shit. Like, whatever y'all went through, that is nothing to be ashamed of. And you'll have to come to that realization for yourself, because that's your power. I'm telling y'all. I don't know what you do for work, but it's going to play a major part in this King of Swords and this King of Cups energy. It's just mastering it. You know, I always used to tell my therapist, I'm like, I have these different sides of me that I feel like a lot of people can't tap into, especially when it comes to like the logical, the practical stuff, the emotional stuff, you know, and, you know, all the different colors and things like that. I was like, I just need to balance it out, because I had this tendency to kind of teeter. It's like I'm either all the way over here or I'm all the way over here, and I just need to balance it out. There's power in that. And I see that for y'all with this Six of Wands, this 3-3, okay? A lot of balance being restored, a lot of new ways. 6-6, okay? That's giving me like, whatever's changing for y'all, this is going to be a lifestyle change. You know, we always go through different phases, and there's always new lessons. But as far as where we're headed, as far as for y'all, with the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, I just keep hearing it's never going to be the same. But that's in a good way. Whatever these lessons and things that you're taking with you, and these experiences that are going to show you that you're worth more, and that are going to help you feel more confident and trusting yourself and trusting others, the right people, you're going to be like, you're just going to take that shit with you. And it's only up from here. Now, what I was saying was, some of you guys are artists. Y'all could do whatever it is you do. It could be anything. I just got mechanics, you know. Some of y'all want to be surgeons, doctors, therapists. Y'all want to be in charge in some type of way. These situations, you might not see it now, but they're going to play a major part. There's hella shit that I went through that I'm like, damn, if I didn't know that, like, I wouldn't be able to, you know, give the type of advice that I give now. Because listen, there be stuff I say and I'm like, I thought everybody knew that, but everybody don't know what you know. You gotta put value, put some respect on your motherfucking name, fire signs. You got something that you want to say, you got talents, you got gifts, use them. Okay, some of you guys might be shy. Honey, believe it or not, I grew up very shy. You know, I'm shy to an extent now as an adult, but like I can be very shy and very awkward. Well, I guess I am still shy, but I do this. I don't know. There's just like I'm a little better, because before, honey, when I was younger, I didn't like to smile. I didn't like nobody seeing me. Well, I like to smile, but just, I didn't want nobody to see me. I didn't want nobody to see me smile. I didn't want nobody to see me sneeze. If I sneezed in church and everybody looked at me, I just, mortified. So I would hold in my sneeze. Just a bunch of bullshit, right? But there were other ways that even with myself, like, I just knew I was talented. This could be, you could be a shy individual, but you write. Like, you could write poetry. It's giving some no-name type of energy. You could write poetry. It's like you're in the mix, but you're not in the mix. Like, there's different things that you could do, even if you're someone that likes to be in the background. That doesn't put you out there in a social way. But a lot of y'all could be a life path number 3. I'm seeing that in here. What's another one I'm seeing? I mean, there's a couple, but the one that's really sticking out to me is that life path number 3. Probably one of the master numbers. Life path number 7. I know somebody definitely wants me to say 8, even though I'm not getting that primarily. But what else? Life path number 1s. I'm getting that. And maybe even a life path number 9. I'm getting that. But you know, if those don't apply, totally okay. But what I'm saying is, whoever the fuck you are, you know it. You ready for greatness. That's where you're headed, okay? And just don't minimize your journey. And don't fall into this backslide where you start dogging yourselves. And when I mean dogging, I mean talking bad about yourselves. Whatever is happening right now is preparing you, like for real, for real. It's just going to be different for everybody, and I'm trying not to get too caught up in the weeds because everybody's example is going to be different, all right? Now, when I asked about the past, we have this High Priestess, the 5 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. Some of you guys, y'all, why did Martyr come through? Is that the word? Some of y'all, okay, now this is where I have a bone to pick with you. I do this too. You complain, but then you literally do something that adds to what you was complaining about. For example, you could be like, I'm tired. I don't want to do no more readings. I don't want to do, I used to do this all the time. That's why I'm not doing personal readings right now. Except for on Patreon. But just being real with y'all, I'd be like, oh, I just get so drained. I just need to take a break. Or I need to do lower numbers. But then what do? Like, I'm complaining and shit, but then what do? I open up the floodgates. I let so many people come in. I'm doing the most during the reading. They only ask one question. I'm giving them a whole personal general reading, wondering why I'm mad as fuck. At the end of it all, I'm drained, don't got the energy to do shit. Okay, but it's like, bitch, you added that on. You know what I'm saying? So there's a place here where I feel like you got to really tap in with yourself. There's multiple things that I get with this. You got to really tap in with yourself. If you have a goal set for how you want things to run, put everything in alignment with that. If it's not in alignment with that, you got to make the decision to tap out, okay? This High Priestess, others of you, this is giving me, there's been some type of knowledge that you've obtained, or there's been a lot of studying that you've been doing. Some of y'all have been in this hermit mode, which is why I feel like this hermit is now in reverse, but the 8 of Wands is also in reverse too, clarifying the hermit, because it's like, we want you to come out. We want you to share your knowledge. You're not meant to just sit back and keep this knowledge to yourself. We want you to share your knowledge. Did I say life path number 7? Did I say that? Yeah, but there's like this, we want you to share. We want you to step back out. You don't have to rush with this 8 of Wands. This isn't saying move hastily, but we just need you to come out, okay? Deep, I don't know, some of y'all might have been studying like something that's very esoteric, like, give me 1 second. Y'all been doing some things in secret. Something that y'all been doing in secret has led to all this energy, okay? There's like a new desire, or like this new knowledge that you've obtained, but maybe you wasn't doing nothing with it. Maybe you really didn't take it serious. It's almost like when someone tells you, you're a king, you're a queen, treat yourself as such. You know, you roll your eyes, you're like, oh my God, stop calling me that shit. But then you realize, oh shit, I really am. Like, I'm big shit. Let me start moving like that. Also, I feel like with this High Priestess, I'm gonna switch this to so many different situations. I just feel like there has been a revelation around what's holding you back. And for some of y'all, it's people, places, things. It's like, first of all, the people was already given toxic, and then the baggage that they carry with them, you end up making it your baggage. This is a lot of you taking on what somebody else is doing, and you're like, I just don't need that. This is a lot of being put in situations, being put in competition with other people where you don't need to be. Like, this could be in a relationship, this could be at a workplace. You're just like, I'm tired of this. This is adding too much stress on top of the stress that I already naturally have. And sometimes we could put ourselves in certain stressful situations, expose ourselves to that, so that we can kind of build up some type of tougher skin. But it's like, that's cool with this High Priestess and the 5 of Wands, but once we get to the 10 of Wands, we didn't did too much. It's like, okay, now we didn't did too much, okay? So that's why there's temperance here so many times, okay? Also, this group, y'all gotta start, you know, if it resonates. There's a lot of, don't be scared to ask for help. Some of y'all got resources that will help y'all with whatever it is that you're going through, or trying to get to whatever this is, right? But you gotta ask. Ask and you shall receive. This could even be your spiritual team. They're waiting on you. Talk to me. Talk to me. What's going on, okay? Talk to me with that Page of Wands. I do see some good news surrounding something that you have been waiting on, all right? I'm also seeing there's definitely, yeah, y'all been waiting on something. Y'all been waiting on something to drop, and I do feel like it's about to drop very soon. And if it's not that specifically, because for some of you guys, it's a specific thing that you've been waiting on, and word is going to be coming back, and it's like, whew, an offer is being made. For others of you, This could be a revelation around what's just not working. It's like, okay, what's worth the investment and what's not? Do I keep feeding into these 7 of Pentacles, or do I just go to this new ass Ace of Pentacles? Some of you guys are going to have to make a decision around a job, because this is what it's giving if it's for a job. There could be a job that you've been working really hard to get ahead in, okay? You've been doing the most, gave your loyalty, gave your time, and it's like they're always dangling like a carrot. Like, okay, well, you know, we're gonna give you this, or we're gonna give you that. You know, you're probably like the senior in the group, maybe not age-wise, but you've been at this company for a while, so really you deserve it. But these new people that keep coming in, you know, for whatever reason, especially if y'all got some shady shit happening at y'all job, or people are doing something strange for some change, it's like, why are these new people getting these opportunities? I feel like I'm owed this. You know, I put the time in, I went to school, whatever the fuck you did, right? Some of you guys are in this process of trying to give it chances. You're like, okay, I know it's gonna come. Others of you are going to be like, fuck that. I got a job over here that's willing to pay me higher than what this job is paying me, and they're respecting me, okay? They're not just treating me like, no offense to the Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Cups is great. You know, it's a little bit behind the scenes, but they're going to put you in the front. King of Swords, King of Cups, they respect it. They see you. They value you. This is a lot of go where you are valued. 7 of Pentacles, if it's not valuing you, it's like, go away from that. Knight of Cups. Chase that vision over here, right? So when I ask like what's next for y'all, we got the King of Swords, 6 of Wands, King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, power over the mind and power over the emotions. Okay, 6 of Wands, hella success. Okay, people being able to congratulate you, you being able to congratulate yourself. This is also coming from a balanced place. This is new beginnings with the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, for some of y'all, this is a new house, new job, new setting, new car. Regardless of what it is, you're brand new. There's more power being exerted over here versus what's over here. We're not taking the back seat like this. We're moving forward, and we're doing it from a place where we know what the fuck we're talking about, and we get it. Emotions is intact. Swords energy is intact. Okay, we also got the other elements combining with that. This is perfect. Y'all got the Magician twice. Let me ask about that, because this was not supposed to go this long. Let me see the Magician, the Hangman. Why? First of all, why the Hangman? We have the Knight of Swords. If you've been stalling on making a decision, it's time, okay? I ain't saying necessarily you got to make the decision right now, but you got to make the decision to start thinking about how you're going to make the decision. Some of y'all just been avoiding this. You might have been avoiding a certain conversation. It's time to face the shit. It's like, it's really time to face the facts. Also, with that Swords coming into that Hangman, you know, the Hangman be tied up by one foot. This might be cut the umbilical cord, okay? Like, whatever it is your comfort zone that you are just staying in, even though you know it's time for you to move out of that place of reflection and just sitting back. It's like, we need to move. Some of y'all got comfortable in that position. It's like, no, let's cut ourselves down and let's actually like go forward. Use what we've learned and apply it. Why the Magician card? Ace of Pentacles twice, honey. Why the Ace of Pentacles? What is this specifically representing? This is a whole nother deck. Page of Cups. Whatever happened with this Page of Cups that got it all off balance, honey, just trust that you guys are going to be restored. Do y'all see that? This is new energy. It's like any card that has came up in reverse, sideways, there has been another card in a different deck to clarify it. And my phone just went off. Let me see what this says. Each person must live their life as a model for others, period. Okay, so if other people don't want to like get with the program, that's fine. You get with the program, do you, and you'll be a light to others from a distance anyway. But I just feel like any card that has went in reverse or just been sideways or real finicky in any other deck that I've pulled that was a different deck, it's been clarified upright. Okay, so is it really a loss? Is it truly a loss? What really needs to be let go for my viewers? What do they need to be let go? What are they being encouraged to let go? Ooh, just gotta hold on you. Let me see what this is. 4 of Swords. Some of y'all, this is self-sabotage. Some of you guys, I think y'all already know what this is, because that 4 of Swords was kind of in and out. It's like, I think that's why y'all being encouraged to come out of this rest period. Y'all have found comfort in this place. You know, at first it was hard to get you to the place of the 4 of Swords where you got to organize your thoughts. You went into a place of rest and rejuvenation. It was hard to get you to that Hangman energy, okay? Where you had to sit back and kind of like give life control and just, you know, just sit back and just dwell and think. But there is this action type of, there's this action being encouraged, but it's not giving King of Wands actions. It's not giving Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, okay? It's giving the Hermit, okay? But taking action, coming out of this place. Can I just be honest? I'm trying to buff it up. And I'm trying to make it nice. But honey, a lot of it is coming from laziness. Can I just say it? Because I'm over here trying to give y'all something. I'm like, okay, how can I say this? But really it's laziness. For some of y'all, there's a lazy ass energy here. And you'll know, okay? So let's see what's happening in career. Let's talk about career. What's next career-wise for my collective? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising. What's next for them? What's next for them? We have the Empress, okay? One more. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh. Some of you, can I be honest? I know I did ask about career, but this could be like, okay, I'm thinking of a baby, but I'm also thinking of career. So I'm not gonna lie, there's a birthing happening here. Some of you guys might end up being pregnant, like for real, or inviting new life. But this could also be new life into a situation. What's next in career is the rebirth or the birthing of something. And it could be the Seven of Pentacles. You see how this is a whole change of Seven of Pentacles, okay? He looks kind of like not so satisfied. She looks very grounded in what she's doing. She looks very confident, okay? Something is going to flourish for you guys that I feel like, I don't want to say that necessarily that you've already been working on. For example, this Seven of Pentacles. This person could be very, like they could be a counselor. So they have like a certain background in counseling. Even though they might leave this job and leave this Seven of Pentacles, what they've put into this specific location, they still have that counseling background and they still have what they've obtained from that specific location, that job, that experience. So now they go into this Seven of Pentacles. Let's say this represents a new job, like a new social work job or something. Or maybe you starting your own practice, okay? It's like, it's a new, I just heard refurbished. It's like this new ass energy around this Seven of Pentacles, but it's very grounded in what you want, okay? I see that for y'all in career. I do see also a promotion. Page of Swords. There's something here that will require you to study or step into a realm that you're not really familiar with, okay? Some of you guys are going to be launching your businesses. Can you give me one more about career? I also see where some of you guys, okay, they don't want to, okay. I also see where some of you guys, you may start seeking out a team or additional partnerships to help cultivate your vision. Like you might have assistants working under you. There's a mothering vibe coming to you guys or coming about you guys. All I will say is whatever you're doing in career, it has high potential to be successful, especially for those that have businesses. Or like this is like a solo type of thing. But studying and sharpening your skills and maybe taking courses or trying to find the knowledge, not really being so scared about trying something new. I'm not saying don't be a little bit, on guard a little bit. Well, not on guard. I don't want y'all to be on guard. But with that Page of Swords, the sword is there. If they need to use it, they will. But they're still open. The stance is still open to learning, seeing how things work. I see that for y'all. So someone here is like business, very successful energy. I do see a lot of people looking up to you at work. You feeling more grounded. You feeling more at peace. Money, I'm not seeing this crazy ass like, oh, we're about to have all types of money, but I do see with that Seven of Pentacles, those that are already in a comfortable position, I don't see nothing changing. Like you're still going to be comfortable. Those that want to increase their finances, what's their advice? Justice. Some of you guys, if you want to increase your finances, it's like an inner thing. Go check out my money video, the finance reading. Some of y'all just got to work on y'all spending. Like there's something about spending here, or maybe even paying off credit cards. Like there's something here where it's like if you took the time out to take care of this now, it wouldn't keep taken from you as we move forward. More balanced spending. Better choices around, better balanced, mature choices around money, because y'all end up paying for it later. Let's see what's happening in love. What about people in love for my fire signs? People in love in general. What's next in love for my fire signs? Some of y'all not even focused on love. Y'all don't got time for love. Okay, yeah, 4 of Cups, not focused on love, don't got time for it. 9 of Pentacles. You seem to be very self-focused. So even those that are in relationships, I'm not gonna lie, I see y'all really heavily focused on independence when it comes to you, yourself, and you. So if I was reading this for someone in a relationship, there might be an energy of you not really being engaged with your partner. So watch that, you know, make sure to give them some time. You're really focused on trying to get to the bag. You're really focused on other things that revolve around material gain, maybe even like your body. So what's their advice, those that are in a relationship? And then for those that are single, I just feel like y'all might date around and y'all might meet people, but the dating, come on, y'all. Y'all know the dating pool for y'all at this time has proven to not be so great. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of like tapping in, tapping out, trying to entertain people, but then you're like, you know what? I'm not really focused on an actual relationship right now. The only relationship I'm really focused on is myself at this time. I don't want nothing serious. Yeah, 7 of Cups. I really feel like, ooh, okay, so let me talk in general real quick. There's a lot here where there's just a lot on this group of people's minds, okay? Some of y'all, there's a lot of focusing on, well, what makes me happy? What doesn't make me happy? And that could revolve your partner. For others of you, if you're single, you know, there's options here, but it's all about what color do I like of this rainbow? Do I want it all to have the whole rainbow, or do I just want to focus on one specific cup? What is it? So I'm not really seeing much heavy emphasis on commitments to love. Even if you're with somebody, it seems like a lot of like I'm still exploring, or I'm in a relationship, but I'm more so exploring like what I want to do. Like I'm trying to tap into things that I've always wanted to do right now at this time. But yeah, and I feel like you guys are being encouraged to be in that energy. Tell me why. Yeah, Death card and the Moon card, because this is almost like a, not a revision. Girl, why does that keep coming through to me? 9 of Swords. Yeah, you know, I just really feel like your spiritual team, they're not even giving me many specific messages. They're just like, we need our fire signs to get back into a place of experiencing the world at a different place. You guys have done a lot of healing. It's almost like there's one fool's journey that you just went through, and now we're at the top of the next one. But it's not like it's the same journey. We're not going through the same song. This is a new part of your life where you are more in your power. This Moon card, you're not scared of this no more. You understand exactly what this energy is. And this 9 of Swords, you know how to flow through that. You know what I mean? You understand that things come in phases. So they're like, we just want you to focus on experiencing life from this perspective that you've changed into due to the healing that you've done, okay? Damn! Y'all done took so much of my time. I bet you I won't be doing an *FREEE* today, but let's see. Messages for, I'm hungry. Other messages, what's next for my fire? What's in here, girl? I have something in here that ain't supposed to be in here because I'm like, it's like the deck is weird. Oh, no, I don't know. We're just gonna let it fall out. So let's see. Messages. There is something in here that's not supposed to be in here. So we have preparation, scattered, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Like there's different, with that 7 of Cups, that's giving scattered. But I don't see this as necessarily a bad thing. This is almost something that you got to take advantage of. You know, there is this scattered energy where it's like this, that, this, that, this, that. But I do feel like if you take the time with this preparation to really sit back and see what it is that you want, because some of y'all are like scatterbrained about stuff that is not in alignment with what you want. This could all be so simple. That's what I'm hearing. Like it could all be so simple. Let me see. Where are they overcomplicating? Okay, bitch, what's this? That's her everywhere. It's like, nah. Where are they overcomplicating? This could be something to do with your children. I won't speak on that though. Where are they overcomplicating? 7 of Swords. Some of you guys are overcomplicating the information portion, or like how you have to do it. Like some of y'all might be avoiding to do stuff. I do this sometimes because you're like, I just know that's gonna be so much, that's gonna be so overwhelming, I gotta do so much. But if you really just do it now and prepare and get this shit taken care of now, it wouldn't be so hectic later. Some of you guys are really over amping something up. And like I said, I'm not coming at y'all. I've done this before. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much. Then I go and I'm like, damn, that wasn't even that bad. I should have been did that. Okay, it's like there's just this, I don't know, this tiptoeing around getting the information, overcomplicating it, but also some of y'all are overcomplicating stuff because you literally have the tools to handle certain shit. You're just not doing anything. You're like, oh no, I need more. No, I need to do a little bit more. And it's like, no, like you need to capitalize off of this right now. That's why you went through that. Page of Wands, okay? Ask for help. Literally, I'm seeing that here, the Sun card. Ask for help. I'm telling y'all, those that are in a position to where whatever you came to this reading for, there's like this specific, I don't know, situation where you can ask for help and you've been thinking about it. Yes, okay? Especially if you're a Leo, okay? Y'all like to ask for help. Ask for help. It's gonna work out very good in your favor, like period. It's gonna work out very good, okay? So let me see if there's one more card. I think I'm just gonna read it. Because honey, y'all just took so much life out of me. It's okay though. Let's see, I think I'm gonna just read it. Let's see, the last card, something powerful to end it on. What does your soul wanna say? Okay. If you, someone that sings, they just said book the show. Something about book the show. There's something about book the show, stop holding off, book the show. We have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Period. Okay, Akasha. We have your guidance is divinely guided. Period. Deep replenishment. I ain't seen this card. Retreat, rest, be held. This is the thing about this deep replenishment. I'm not getting, I mean, if it's self-care, you know, of course. But I don't see this deep replenishment being you going back into this hermit mode and just, no, I feel like you've done that already. So now it's like, now that you've been deeply replenished, what is your soul calling you to do? You're being divinely guided, okay? And trusting and remembering that deep replenishment that you just did and allowing that to be the trust that you need as you move forward and being like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I do have the tools and I have everything I need to move forward and have a great life, period, okay? Period. And experience is what's gonna help y'all to really believe that, okay? Sometimes you gotta put yourself in situations to believe that. And if you're scared about bumping your head, you know, at the end of the day, you gonna bump your head in life, duh, okay? You gonna bump your head in life. But just trust that with the tools that you have, maybe the bump's not gonna be as hard, okay? What used to be a catastrophe is just like, you know, it's a little fish to a big fish, period, okay? So yes, my fire signs. That was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates. And I'll see you guys down below in the comments.
Subscribe now.